Hi, so this week I'm installing a USB-C port on my PlayStation 4 controller. So recently I installed a USB-C port the old-fashioned way with just the port and some wires, but I was well aware that you can buy the ready-made kits, so I thought, why not and do it on one of my other PS4 controllers and see how easy it is. So this is the controller I'm going to use. It's well worn, and this is the adapter that I bought. So there's many different variants. This one cost me £4.63. So the controller is a little bit worn, so we're going to take it apart and we're going to give it a little bit of a refurb. So this is the part that we bought. So as you can see, this is the charging connector motherboard with USB-C connection. And it also comes with this plastic pre-printed thing, which we may come to a bit later. So there's 4 screws in the back, so we just take all of them out. And then we carefully separate the front from the back. And I say carefully because there's a ribbon cable connecting the motherboard on the back that we're going to be adjusting to the front. So we just first take this white piece off, then we'll take the plastic cover off as well, and then we might as well move the diffuser. And this is the old board that we're going to be taking out, so there's 2 screws. So we'll take them out there, and as you can see, it all worked fine, but I'm going to put the new one in. So it comes with a ribbon cable as well, so we'll use the new one because the old one looks all battered. So make sure you put it in the right way, otherwise it's not going to work. And then we're going to just pop it into the motherboard now, plug it into USB-C, just to check it actually works. And as you can see, it works. We're getting a glowing light. I'm also going to give this a little bit of a clean and swap the thumbsticks over as well, because one of them's pretty worn. And this is the adapter that it came with, so I'm not quite sure how it works, but I'm not going to use it, to be honest. So we'll line the board up, and as you can see, it's going to need a little bit of trimming. So we just need to come in with a very, very sharp knife, and then do your best just to be cutting away. Always do as little amount as possible, because once you take too much out, you can't put it back. I've got this grinding pen that I'm going to grind away all the excess, especially down at the bottom to make it flat. And then I'll just come with a little bit of isopropyl to give it a clean up. And then there we can see it fits in, and it fits in nice and low. So we'll be able to screw that to the motherboard without any problems. Just pop the USB-C cable in to make sure it fits okay, which it does. And now before we put it back together, I'm going to give it a good clean. So we'll come with some isopropyl all around the edges, give it a good scrub. So we reconnect the ribbon cable. As I said, make sure you put it in the right way. Place it into the motherboard. And then we pop the 2 screws back in. Then the diffuser goes into place, the plastic cover goes on. And then you've got this white plastic clip that hooks in on the left and then clips in on the right. And then that's it, it's done. So now I'm just going to swap the front caps over on the front. So I actually bought the wrong ones, the wrong colour ones anyway. These are for the new models. Came in a pack of 10, but they were really cheap, so it doesn't matter. So we take the one screw out the motherboard, flip the board over, take the 2 caps off, we'll give them a good clean of isopropyl, and then we'll put the new caps on. There's no need to desolder anything here, as long as you're nice and gentle. Give it a good clean again before you put it all back together. And then just pop the motherboard back into place, clean around all the edges. And then I'm going to put the screw back in, reconnect the ribbon cable, and then put the battery holder in. This simply just clips into place. And then we'll reconnect the battery, tuck the wire in just to make sure it fits securely, as it does. Now these pins on the ends of this bend really, really easily, and if they bend, sometimes they can short out the controller, so just be really careful when you're putting it back in. Try and put it in as straight as possible. It does help having a new one. And then the secret here is, on these older boards, you just need to hook the 2 shoulder buttons up over the top. So make sure you hook it over, and then you just get some tweezers, and then very carefully adjust the cable, because it simply all crushes in and can get trapped. And then I'll plug it in just to double check, and we've got a charge, which is great. So 4 screws back in, 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom, and then that's it, we're all done. So this is the simplest way to replace an old USB port with a new USB-C port on a PlayStation 4 controller. I'll link in the description the slightly harder way if you want to take a look at that. But overall, it's a perfectly easy mod to do, easy to do within 5 minutes, even for the beginner. I highly recommend it. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.